How to assemble and install aluminum gate kit. The tools you will need: tape measure, drill, Phillips bit, miter saw with an aluminum blade, 3/4 inch hole saw or 3/4 inch metal drill bit, and 1/8 to 1/4 inch drill bit depending on the screws or anchors you will use, level, Hummer drill with bits, quick square, skill saw with an aluminum blade, grinder, door lock installation kit. What's in the box? Inside the box, you'll find all the parts and hardware needed to install your gate. First is the hardware box. Bag of spacers. The quantity of spacers depends on the style you choose. Bag of 100 1/2-inch black self-tapping screws. 4 gate frame caps for top and bottom. 4 side post caps for top and bottom. 2 or 3 self-closing hinges, depending on the size of your gate. In each hinge box there is 1 hinge, 10 number 10 flathead screws, and adjustment kit to make the gate self-closing. Lastly, the keyed lever with its own instructions and hardware. The second box is aluminum horizontal slats. The quantity and sizes depend on the gate kit size and style you've purchased. Last box is the rest of the aluminum profiles. 2 side posts, 1 gate frame stopper, 1 side post stopper. Please note you only use one of the stoppers depending on if the gate opens inward or outward. 2 post covers, 2 gate frame covers, 2 gate frames. Let's start with the aluminum gate installation. Take 2 side post caps and use the number 8 screws to attach them to the bottom of each side post. Measure your desired height and cut the side post from the opposite side of the cap to the desired height. Use a 3/4 inch hole saw to drill 4 to 5 holes in the side posts from the channel side to the back side of the post. Go only through the first wall with the hole saw and keep drilling the small guide drill bit to the back side of the post. You can also use 3/4 inch drill bit in the front side channel and 1/8 to 1/4 inch on the back side, depending on your screws or anchors you are using. Place the side posts on the column, wall, or fence post you want to install the gate to, level it, and mark the holes. Use the right tool to pre-drill the holes for your screws or anchors. Place the side post and attach it using the right screws or anchors to your surface. Repeat the process on the other side and install the second side post. Make sure the posts are lined up in front of each other. On the hinges side, slide the post cover to the side post and mark the height of the cover to match it to the side post. Cut the post cover. Make sure to cut it nice and slow and use eye protective gear. Slide it back to the side post. If you have a roof above the gate or something blocking from top, you can cut the cover into a few pieces and slide them on top of each other. If your gate opens inward, use the side post stopper. Slide it into the side post on the latch side. Mark the height, cut it slowly, and slide it back in, the same as the post cover before. If your gate opens outward, use the post cover on both side posts and continue with the video. The gate stopper will be installed at the end. Take the other 2 side post cap and use the number 8 screws to cap the top of the side posts. Take out both gate frames and both gate frame covers and insert the covers to the side channel on the gate frames. Use 2 gate frame caps with number 8 screws to cap the bottom of the gate frames. Make sure the frames are facing each other. Use tape to hold the covers in place so they won't move during cutting. Measure again the height of the side posts. The gate frame should be 1 to 2 inches shorter than the side posts so that the gate will have a gap from the floor. Mark the height on the gate frame and cut them. If you have a slope going upwards to the gate opening, you might need a bigger gap. Remove the tape that is holding the gate frame covers and slide them out. Time to build the aluminum gate. Measure the opening between the side posts. Always check top and bottom. If your posts are level, it should be the same. If your measurements are slightly different, up to 1/4 inch, go with the smaller size. If the difference between top and bottom is larger than 1/4 inch, you should level your side posts with plastic shims. Mark the aluminum slats 8 inches shorter than the opening between the side posts and cut them to size. For example, our opening was 65 3/4 inches. We will cut the horizontal slats 57 3/4 inches. Once you are done cutting the slats, place the first slat inside the gate frame's channel on the bottom, all the way to the gate frame cap. Push the slat all the way in and all the way down. Place a quick square to make sure it is exactly 90 degrees and use 2 number 8 screws in the side channel of the gate frame to attach the first slat. Do the same on the other side with the second gate frame. Make sure to build the gate on a gentle surface like grass, wood, or cardboard to prevent the aluminum from scratching. To continue assembling the gate, it is easier to stand the gate up. You can use a clamp to attach it to something to hold it or use a helper. Depending on your design, slide in the spacers and slats to build your desired design. Use a rubber mallet if needed. If the spacer does not slide in smoothly, use the following slats on top with the rubber mallet to push it down to its place. Make sure all spacers and slats are sitting right on top of each other and there are no gaps between the spacers and slats. Once you place in the last slat, use lever to mark the excess line on the last slat. Before cutting, tape the side of the slat that you will be using to protect it from scratching by the saw. Use skill saw or table saw with an aluminum blade to cut the slat horizontally. Remove the tape and place the aluminum slat with the open side facing up. This will be the bottom of the gate. Use number 8 screw, one on each side in the gate frame channel, to connect the last slat. Attach the last 2 gate frame caps using number 8 screws and flip the gate. Time to install the aluminum gate. Take out the self-closing hinges. Hinges should be installed up to 12 inches from the top and 12 inches from the bottom. Make sure the adjustment holes for self-closing are facing up. Place the hinges on their location on the side post and mark the screw holes. You can choose the exact locations to match the gate's design. The chamber should be on the side where the gate will be open to. Pre-drill holes for the screw using 1/8 inch metal bit and install the hinges using the number 10 flathead screws provided with the hinges. For large gates, you will need to add a center hinge. Place the gate next to the side post at 90 degrees open. Raise the gate from the bottom of both sides using shims to line up the side post and attach the hinges to the gate. These screws do not need to be pre-drilled as they are going through one thick aluminum wall. Check that the gate opens and closes with the hinges, and it's time for final adjustments. Take off the top caps from the gate frames. Place support shims under the gate on the latch side. Remove all the slat screws on the latch's side and the hinges side. Leave one screw on the bottom slat on the hinges side. Tap the gate from the latch side to line up the gap between the gate frame to the side post. You will need about 1/4 inch gap from the latch. Make sure the gap is equal top and bottom. To adjust the gate height to match the side post, simply add or remove shims on the bottom. Once everything looks good and lined up, re-screw the slats using different holes. Start with the bottom and top slats. Remove the support and drive the rest of the screws to the rest of the slats. Please note, you do not have to screw all the slats. We recommend to screw slats every 6 to 12 inches. Slide the gate frame covers back into the gate frames to cover the screws and reattach the gate frame caps. The gate is completely assembled and installed. Time to install the lock. Use door lock installation kit for the holes, not included in the gate. Mark the height you want the lock to be installed. Usually, if there is no pool or other city codes, standard height will be 42 inches from the ground. Adjust the sizing on the kit to 2 3/8 inches. All kits come with two sizes, 2 3/8 inch and 2 3/4 inch. Start with the bigger hole saw, 2 1/8 inches, and go through both sides of the gate. Then, use the 1-inch hole saw for the latch. Open the lever box and follow the installation instructions. Please note, all locks and levers do not come with self-drilling screws. Make sure you pre-drill holes with 1/8 inch drill bit for the needed screws. Alumission's aluminum gate are universal and can fit any lever, lock, or deadbolt, including strikes. Once you are done installing the lever, close the gate to mark the latch position on the side post. Use the same 1-inch hole saw from the kit to make the hole for the latch and install the metal bracket that comes with the lever. Again, use 1/8 inch drill bit to pre-drill the holes for the screws. To add a deadbolt or another type of lock, use the same kit and repeat the same steps. To adjust the hinges to self-closing, simply use the hex wrench and pins that come with the kit. Tighten the tension spring inside the hinge as needed. More detailed instructions are printed on the hinge box. If you used the side post stopper, your gate is all done. If your gate opens outward, you need to use the gate frame stopper. Start by placing the stopper on the gate frame flash from the bottom. Mark the top where it needs to be cut and mark the latch area. Start with the miter saw to cut the stopper to size and then cut the latch opening using the miter saw and grinder. Use touch-up spray to cover the cuts. To attach the gate frame stopper, you will use the extra screws provided with the hinges, number 10 flathead screws. On the gate frame stopper, pre-drill 4 holes for the screws and use the bigger drill bit to make pockets for the screws' heads. Place the stopper in its position on the gate frame and drive the screws to the holes. The aluminum gate is completely installed and function. Enjoy! For more information about styles, colors, instructions, and more, please visit our website at www.alumission.com or by phone at 888-615-5001. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.